Hello my dear children, good morning everyone. Welcome back to your science class. As we completed block 12, today we will discuss the question and answers of block 12. Watch the video carefully and match your answers. If there are any mistakes in your answer, correct it. Without delay, we will start the discussion. Come on. Air and us. First, we are going to discuss question of the day. First question. Which of the following is a property of air? Which of the following is a property of air? What are the properties of air we learned in this topic? Air occupies space, it does not have any shape, and it has weight. Air is colorless and odorless. What are the properties of air? Air is colorless and odorless. We cannot see or smell it, but we can feel. The air. And the air occupies space. It does not have any shape. Air has weight. So from these options, which of the following is a property of air? Yes, air has weight. The right answer is air has weight. Next question. What actually happened when the glass was inverted? In the topic air exerts pressure, we saw an experiment in the demonstration video, right? In that, what actually happened when the glass was inverted? Yes, the right answer is water did not spill out. Next question. Which balloon has higher air pressure inside? There are two balloons in the picture, inflated balloon and deflated balloon. In that, which balloon has higher air pressure inside? Yes, inflated balloon. The right answer is inflated balloon. Next question. Plants need dash present in the air to make their food. Plants need dash present in the air to make their food. There are some gases in options, right? Carbon dioxide, oxygen, nitrogen and other. Which gas do plants need to make their food? We learned it already, right? Plants need carbon dioxide to make their food. So, the answer is carbon dioxide. Plants need carbon dioxide present in the air to make their food. Okay? Next, practice questions. First question. Fill in the blanks. Air has dash and it occupies dash. The properties of air are: air occupies space, it does not have any shape, and it has weight. So, the answer is air has weight and it occupies space. Air has weight and it occupies space. Question number 1b. Air has no dash to cannot smelt. Air has no dash, so cannot be smelt. Air is colorless and odorless, isn't it? So, the answer is odor. Air has no odor, so cannot be smelt. Next question. How will you prove that air occupies space? How will you prove that air occupies space? Answers for this question may vary. We saw an experiment using empty water bottle and a tub filled with water, right? Like that, many experiments that proves air occupies space. So, the answer is, take a deflated balloon, blow air into it, it will change in size. This shows that air occupies space. We saw the experiment like took a tub and half filled it with water. After that, took an empty bottle and dip it upside down into the tub. In that, the water does not enter the bottle. This shows air occupies space. So your answers may vary. This is the sample answer only. Okay. Next question. Why don't we feel air pressure around us? Why don't we feel air pressure around us? We discussed this question in the video, right? The answer is we don't feel the air pressure around us because it gets distributed throughout our body and our body exerts equal pressure outward. The atmosphere exerts pressure on our bodies, but our bodies also exert an equal amount of pressure in the outward direction. The pressure in our body is equal to the pressure outside our body. So, we don't feel the air pressure around us. Okay? Next question. Write any two uses of air. Write any two uses of air. Air is a necessary thing in our daily life, right? We breathe air. Like that, air uses in many ways. So, the sample answer, it helps in burning. It is essential for breathing. Two uses of air are air helps in burning. Air is essential for breathing. Okay. Next question. How does air pressure help to suck juice from a glass? How do air pressure help to suck juice from a glass? We already discussed it, right? When we suck juice using a straw, we suck the air inside the straw. This creates low pressure inside the straw. The outside air pressure is more, so it pushes the juice inside the straw. We suck air first. It reduces the air pressure inside the straw. The air which is outside exerts more pressure on the water and pushes it in the straw. Okay. The air which is outside exerts more pressure on the juice and pushes it in the straw. Okay. Next question. How does air pressure help in filling syringes? How does air pressure help in filling syringes? In the topic, we saw about dropper, isn't it? Similarly, filling syringes also work as dropper. So, the answer is, when we use the syringe, we first blow out the air inside the syringe. This creates low pressure inside the syringe. The air from outside therefore pushes the liquid inside the syringe. While using the syringe, we first blow out the air inside the syringe. This creates low pressure inside the syringe. The air from outside therefore pushes the liquid inside the syringe. Okay. Next question. Why do our ears pop when we go to high altitudes? Why do our ears pop when we go to high altitudes? Come on, let's see the answer. When we go to high altitudes, our ears pop because our ears need to equalize the air pressure inside and outside the air. Our ears need to equalize the air pressure inside and outside the air. So, when we go to high altitudes, our ears pop. Next question. Why is this balloon not being filled? There's a picture, isn't it? In that, why is the balloon not being filled? What do you think? Actually, the plastic bottle does not empty, right? Air present in that bottle. So, that balloon not being filled. The answer is, the balloon is not getting filled because the air inside the bottle is pressing against the air that is being blown from the outside. The air inside the bottle is pressing against the air that is being blown from the outside. Okay? So, the balloon not being filled. Next, worksheet questions. S1. Properties of air. First question. Tick the properties of air. There is 3 options. Air has no color. Air has its own smell. Moving air can be felt. What are the properties of air in that options? Yes, air has no color. Moving air can be felt. The answer is, the properties of air or air has no color and moving air can be felt. Next question. Look at the picture and answer the following questions. There are two pictures, isn't it? Inflated ball and deflated ball. Now the questions are, why did the ball change in size when deflated? Out of the two balls, which one will be heavier? Question number 2a. Why did the ball change in size when deflated? Yes, the air inside the ball is moving out. So the answer is, the ball changed in size when deflated because the air that occupied space inside the ball moved out. The air that occupied space inside the ball moved out, so the ball changed in size when deflated. Question number 2b. Out of the two balls, which one will be heavier? Yes, inflated ball is heavier. Why do you think so? It has air inside the ball. So the answer is, out of the two balls, the ball which has air is heavier because air has weight. The inflated ball is heavier because air has weight. Okay. Third question. Why do we make chimneys on the roofs of houses? Why do we make chimneys on the roofs of houses? Come on, let's see the answer. Hot air rises upwards. So, chimneys are made on the roofs of houses so that hot air can easily pass outside. Okay. Next, S2. Air exerts pressure. First question. There are two pictures, picture A and B. In which situation does air exert force? Write one reason for your answer. In which situation does air exert force? How do you think? Yes, picture A. In picture B, the fan is stable, not running. But in picture B, the leaves are moving. So, air exerts force in situation A. Answer is, air exerts force in situation A. This is because we see that the leaves are moving. Okay. Next question. That is the picture. We saw the experiment. We saw an experiment like that picture, right? Now the question is, mark the direction of the pressure of air in the experiment and label it. How the air pressure flows? Mark the direction. Air in the surroundings exerted upward force on the cardboard and balanced out the downward force of the water. Okay. Next, question number 2b. What is stopping the water from falling from the glass? What is stopping the water from falling from the glass? Yes, air pressure. The answer is, the air pressure from below the glass stops water from moving out of the glass, right? The air pressure from below the glass stops water from moving out of the glass. Question number 2c. Which property of air does this experiment show? In this experiment, we prove that which property of air? Yes, air exerts pressure. The answer is, air applies force on us, but we do not get crushed by it because air exerts pressure. It exerts pressure from all directions and on all objects. Okay. Third question. Does air apply pressure on us? Why don't we get crushed by its pressure? We already discussed this question in the topic air exerts pressure, isn't it? So, the answer is, air applies force on us, but we do not get crushed by it because our body also exerts force in outward direction, which balances the force exerted by air. The atmosphere exerts pressure on our bodies, but our bodies also exert an equal amount of pressure in the outward direction. The pressure in our bodies is equal to the pressure outside our bodies, which balances the force exerted by air. So, we do not get crushed by its pressure. Next, S3. Use of air pressure. First question is a diagram. In the diagram, label the high pressure and low pressure areas. There is two areas, A and B, isn't it? In that, which is high pressure and which is low pressure? Yes, B is high pressure and A low pressure. Okay. Air pressure inside the straw reduces and air which is outside exerts more pressure on the water and pushes it in the straw. So, B is high pressure, A is low pressure. Next question. How does air pressure help in drinking juice with the straw? How does air pressure help in drinking juice with the straw? We already discussed this question, isn't it? The answer is, when we suck juice from a straw, we suck air first. This creates low pressure inside the straw. The pressure outside is more, which pushes the juice inside the straw. Okay? When we suck juice from a straw, we first suck air. It reduces the air pressure inside the straw. The air which is outside exerts more pressure on the juice and pushes it inside the straw. Okay? Next question. Give two examples where the difference in air pressure is used for things in daily life. Give two examples where the difference in air pressure is used for things in daily life. There are many examples where the difference in air pressure is used for things in daily life. So, your answers may vary. Don't copy the answer. This is the sample answer. Air pressure is used to fill water gun and vacuum pumps. Okay. Some more examples where the difference in air pressure is used for things in daily life are pistons, sprinklers, cisterns, syringes and droppers. Okay. Next, S4. More uses of air. First question. How is air necessary for the survival of plants? How is air necessary for the survival of plants? We already learned this in the previous blocks about plants, right? The answer is carbon dioxide. Air is necessary for the survival of plants because plants need the carbon dioxide present in air to make their food. Plants need the carbon dioxide present in air to make their food. So, air is necessary for the survival of plants. Okay? Second question. Look at the experiment and answer the following questions. That is candle and glass jar experiment, right? Explain this setup. We saw this experiment through a demonstration video, right? Explain the experiment. Answer is, a candle was lit and the jar was kept. A candle was lit and the jar was kept over a burning candle. When the jar was kept over the burning candle, the flame got extinguished. We can conclude that air is necessary for burning. The experiment proves that air is necessary for burning. Okay? When the jar was kept over the burning candle, the flame got extinguished. So, we can conclude that air is necessary for burning. Question number 2b. What did you observe? What did you observe from this experiment? A candle was lighting. When the jar was kept over the burning candle, the flame got extinguished. Right? Question number 2c. What can you conclude from this experiment? What is the conclusion of this experiment? Yes, it proves that air is necessary for burning. So, we can conclude that air is necessary for burning, we can conclude from this experiment that air is necessary for burning. Last question. A fire extinguisher gives out carbon dioxide when used on a burning object. How does this help to extinguish the fire? A fire extinguisher gives out carbon dioxide when used on a burning object. How does this help to extinguish the fire? We already know that oxygen is needed for burning. In the same opposite, carbon dioxide does not support burning, so when the fire extinguisher is used on a burning object, the carbon dioxide cuts off the supply of oxygen, thus extinguishing the fire. Okay. Now you got answers for all the questions, right? Check your answers. If there are any mistakes in your answer, correct it. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask me in the comment section. As we completed block 12, you will be having an assessment on this block on Wednesday. So be prepared for your block assessment. Thank you for listening. Have a good day. God bless you.